Hey everyone, if you have stuck with me during the Acolyte series and all the reviews and all the videos that we've been doing, I just want to give some credit where credit is due. And I think that if you liked my videos, you probably also like a few other of my peers' videos. And so I'm just going to give them a quick shout out here because during some of my dark moments where I'm like, I can't possibly do another review. This show is destroying me, or why did they do this? And I just was at my end. I would just like scroll through YouTube and just look and see what's going on. And so these are some of my peers that did reviews that I thought were spectacular. They were funny, they were informative, they were outrageous, and above all, they were actually entertaining. And so if you're looking for more, here are some folks that I think did a spectacular job, and you should definitely go watch some of their Acolyte reviews. The first one, my favorites, definitely Jeremy Jahns. He does this fantastic breakdown of every single episode. He calls out, I mean, he's really good at it, honestly. He's really good at it. You should just watch Jeremy Jahns. He calls out every moment where they fail, all the things that don't make sense. He breaks out the bottle once in a while and is like, just got to drink to get through this one. He's just so funny. I highly recommend him. He's a lot of fun, and it might actually make you watch The Acolyte in a whole new way once you watch his reviews of the show.
When May's strapped to the table and Saul's like, "You and your sister are not actually sisters. What you are is," she breaks free and tases him. She might as well have been like, "I don't want the reveal yet. It'll ruin it for the people at home. You don't see the camera?" May, when she has her head in the helmet that blocks out other senses and just leaves you with the Force, but it stops the Force from reading your minds. I mean, OSHA. I meant OSHA.
I also really loved watching Snarky J. She's someone that I'd seen in my feed every once in a while. I never really watched her videos because honestly, I'm not a cosplayer. I never been a good person at dressing up. I don't know why. I think because I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to put makeup on either. I'm not really a very good girl. Like, I don't know how to do girl things. But then one day, like, I just clicked a video because I'm like, what is she talking about? So I watched one of her videos, and honestly, she was spot on about so much of why the show didn't work. She didn't get into the story mechanics as much as Jeremy. She gets into more of like Disney's perspectives and the writers' choices and how they interact with fans and how they choose to develop their shows and what those implications are for the shows that they do and how they do them. And then on top of it, she's also pretty funny. She's actually a really funny girl. I'm now a subscriber to her as well. So you should be too. She's really good.
She's approached by Mog, whose name I somehow remember, and lets her know that a member of the Senate, Senator Raincourt, is there to speak with her. Now, he's already heard of this murder and their investigation, and basically she's gonna have to answer to the Senate because he and a few others on the board are of the opinion that the Jedi are a cult that are working unchecked. Because, of course, Jedi bad is the entire sentiment of this show. You know, the squadron of well-trained, well-meaning warriors that have always been a force for good and have had very little hiccups here and there, now they are absolute bastards, and it's only going to get worse.
Who else did I watch? Oh, also The Critical Drinker. Now here's a guy, like I'll probably get my butt handed to me on this. I don't like him. Like, I don't like The Critical Drinker. He's so negative and he's so mean half the time, but yet I can't stop watching him. It's like, when there's an accident and you can see it happening and you're like, no. I watch his videos and like the whole time I'm like, oh my God, did he just really say that? He did. but he's not totally wrong. And that's what gets me. Like, he's just not wrong. There's so much about what he says that is on point and correct that, yeah, as much as like he gets under my skin sometimes, I just can't stop watching because he's on point. He's just on point, and you have to give credit where credit's due. So yeah, critical drinker. He got it right. He got it right most of the time with the Acolyte.
So premium Ezra Miller and strong female protagonist arrive at the Mountain Dam Fortress Village Monastery mining facility thing, and strong female protagonist decides that the only way to get in is to restore power to the elevator. How exactly do you expect to do that when the power generator literally blew itself to pieces and the whole facility burned to the ground 16 years ago? Oh, I guess it does work. Must have like healed up or something. Isn't it amazing how technology in Star Wars can just do whatever the plot needs it to at any moment?
All right, and one of my absolute favorites, because you never know what he's gonna do, is Tyrone Magnus. Like, one second he's doing a video about, I don't know, shopping and hanging out with his girl. The next minute he's doing a video about the Acolyte and breaking that sucker down. I mean, he calls it like he sees it. Like, whether you agree with him or not, he's honest. And he tells you exactly how he feels about the show. He might not always like step through the story structure of everything. He might just like stick to the highlights. He might just call out Disney on the points that are like really horribly wrong. But he does it in a way, like he gets these facial expressions that will just crack you up. I mean, I love the guy. Like, I don't know if he even knows who I am. I'm a huge Tyrone Magnus fan. So if you haven't watched him, I think you might enjoy him as well.
There was some cool lightsaber fighting. I don't know how the hell Osha disarmed Soul, by the way. Like, she nowhere near has the power to do that, but okay. Oh, and she used Anakin's Force choke to kill Soul.
Definitely taking a different take than I take on a lot of these things, but I think that's the whole point of these video discussions, is that you get to hear from a lot of different people about the same topic, and you get these different perspectives, and you start seeing a thread that kind of goes through all of these reviews and all of these discussions. And you see how, even though we may not all be the same, we may not all agree, we may not all like each other, we may not all be alike, there's still so much that we agree on and that we can compromise on and that we get. And we also leave room for other people to have an opinion. And I think that's the whole point. That is the whole point of conversation and communication. Thank you all for sticking with this little review of the reviewers video for the Acolyte. And I will see you all again soon with some new video reviews now that I can finally get out of my house and start driving again after my operation. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. And that's going to be such a fun review to make. Oh, look, there's my cat. Yay. Say hi to Kensington. She loves to sit in that chair while I do reviews. You probably see her wandering around. All right, that's it for me in Kensington. We will see you later. Be sure to give this review or this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and go check out those other people I was talking about. I think you'll actually like them. You may not always agree with them, but they are all entertaining and they're great people to watch. All right, thanks everybody. See you later.